Good morning, everyone. This is Mike Dutter with the National Weather Service in Wakefield. It's 11 a.m., so let's go ahead and get started with our weekly Monday morning weekly weather briefing. Um, really, no changes to the forecast from late last week or over the weekend. Really looking at continued spring-like conditions right through midweek. There is a marginal risk for severe storms late Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, mainly north and west of Richmond, with as a cold front approaches the area. But again, it's a marginal risk, and there's still a lot of uncertainty of the timing. We'll get into more of that shortly, but. Outside of that, once that cold front moves through, we are looking at somewhat of a cool down for the weekend, but really just to close to normal temperatures. Nothing significantly cool, at least into this week, into next week, or early next week. Next week, as the week goes on, looks like there are some signals that it could get a little colder as troughiness returns to the eastern United States. So let's go ahead and get to our weather pattern and outlook. Again, we have this weak low pressure system today. Could be a few showers across northeast North Carolina, but really most of the area should see any remaining fog and low clouds burn off this morning, and it should be a very pleasant warm day with temperatures continuing well above normal. Tuesday, with this weak high pressure in control, again, dry and warm, no precipitation expected on Tuesday, and really even most of the day on Wednesday, as this cold, low pressure system and cold front over the Great Lakes tries to move eastward during the day. There could be some showers or storms, mainly north and west. Better chances out in Western Virginia and in the mountains. But really our big rain day looks to be Thursday, and also cooler as well. Although, again, cooler will be closer to normal temperatures, but we will have showers. We are not expecting any wintry precipitation. You can see that's with this map, at least trying to get into at least far northern Virginia, a mixture wintry mix. We are not expecting any wintry precipitation at this time on Thursday. And then on Friday, this cold front moves offshore, high pressure builds in, and it stays, again, seasonably cool but dry. So first, looking into the severe weather potential for the next few days. Again, we are getting into spring, so we're looking more at severe weather potential each day. Again, very low chance of thunderstorms across extreme northeast North Carolina along the Albemarle Sound. On Tuesday, again, it's going to be dry, so no thunderstorms are expected. And then on Wednesday, there is a marginal risk, really extreme northwestern Piedmont, Louise County, Savannah County. The better chances stay west of the area, the local area on Wednesday. And I just wanted to show you a sort of how this could play out. This is just a model reflectivity for Wednesday, let me go back to Wednesday. So for Wednesday, this is Wednesday afternoon around 6 p.m. You can see there could be a couple of thunderstorms popping up over the mountains here of West Virginia and West Virginia. And you can see how, really most of the activity is expected to stay north, and again, north and west of the area, but it is so close, and that is still 3 days away. There certainly is some uncertainty exactly where these thunderstorms will develop and move into. So just keep an eye out for Thursday. Again, it's very low confidence in the timing and intensity. Nonetheless, there is some possibility. So currently, right now, again, we have some very, very low rain totals, at least through Thursday. This is through Thursday morning, with very low pops, probability of precipitation through Wednesday afternoon at least. Again, we just have these low 20 to 30% probabilities, mainly across the north and west. But again, even if we do get some rain or some localized showers on Wednesday, they'll be moving fast. The rainfall will be very light. The better chances move in late Wednesday night, and especially on Thursday. And going back to this, You can see where, as we go into, this is about 3 a.m. on Thursday morning. You can see those rain showers developing over the West Virginia and Western Virginia, and then see those moving in through the morning. Again, this timing may not be right. This is about noon on Thursday. The timing could be off, by several hours on either side. But you can see there will be a somewhat of a decent shield of rain and showers and some local thunderstorms on Thursday. This is about 2 p.m. So the whole area has pretty high chances of some rainfall on Thursday, and again, this just will continue through the afternoon and then ending Thursday evening. And in fact, here are the precipitation forecasts this is through Wednesday night. Again, very little, and then Thursday morning through Sunday night, and most of this rain would fall on Thursday. Because right now it looks like it's going to be mainly dry from Thursday night through the weekend. So, maybe a half inch, maybe locally higher amounts on Thursday as that front moves through. The big story for the next few days, we'd be seeing some very warm temperatures, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday. Could be approaching close to record highs or above record highs. The record highs at both Richmond and Norfolk are 81 for tomorrow. So we're definitely right now we are forecasting a record high, and on Tuesday we're forecasting 82. We're forecasting 84, 85, and 82 is the record. So certainly some record highs possible for Tuesday and Wednesday across the area. Very warm temperatures. These are about 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. But again, much cooler weather, but again, more seasonable temperatures late this week behind that cold front. And here are some selected temperatures from throughout the area. Again, the widespread 80s on Tuesday and Wednesday, dropping back into the upper 50s into the lower 60s on Friday, Saturday. Again, that's not really too far from normal, and then warming back up again, perhaps on Sunday. Into the 60s and perhaps lower 70s. Again, warm temperatures at night for the next few days, and then cooling off somewhat. We could get close to freezing by Friday morning in a few spots, but warming up for the overnight lows into the 40s for the weekend. And really, that only chance of rain is really Thursday into Thursday evening, and really dry mostly on either side of that. And that rain, while it will help some, the drought still continues with much of the area under at least a moderate drought, if not a more normally dry. And unfortunately, a half inch of rain, while will be welcome, will not help the overall drought conditions, unfortunately. So that will likely continue into as time goes on. And once you looking ahead to next week, right now we're expecting, again, I talked about those below normal temperatures possible next week. We are seeing some signs of a trough developing over the East Coast again. So there is some looking like we could see below normal temperatures much of next week. And then with near normal precipitation or even slightly above normal precipitation chances favored next week. For our marine partners, a quiet day today. Outside of the dense fog over the marine area, the winds and the waves are quite low. So less than 10 or 15 knots of wind, and waves are only a couple feet. And that really is going to continue through tomorrow until that warm front or that cold front moves closer on Wednesday, especially Wednesday night as the winds increase. And then on Thursday, that's going to continue. There is a low chance for a brief period of gales with that cold frontal passage on Thursday. We'll try to dial that in as the next day or two goes on. But it is going to be rather gusty winds out of the south on Wednesday, and then out of the becoming northwest on Thursday into Thursday evening. and then winds gradually start to subside. Winds and seas start to subside on Friday. As for our wind overview, notice that really starting into later in the day on Wednesday, and especially on Thursday, we have the southwest wind gusting 25 to 30 knots on late Wednesday into Wednesday night. And then again, there could be this brief period of near gale or a couple hours of gale force gusts with that cold frontal passage sometime midday Thursday, and then gradually subsiding, especially Friday, the Thursday night into Friday morning, as high pressure builds in. A little bit more extended view, again, really highlighting this Thursday time period. And again, generally a weaker winds through Saturday. May see an increase of wind on Sunday ahead of another cold front that's looks like it's going to move through by Monday or Tuesday, and that cold front will be the sort of the colder air and below normal temperatures that may occur next week. Waves, season waves, again, very generally light waves today and tomorrow, 1 to 3 feet across all the area. With those winds increasing on Wednesday, could see some waves, especially over the open water, building to 3 to 5 feet, with then waves building to 4 to 6, maybe even 7 or 8 feet across the northern open waters, 3 to 4 feet in the bay, and 2 to 3 feet in the rivers. So that's really all we have. Just a reminder, this week is Severe Weather Awareness Week for Virginia. And tomorrow, March 10th, we will be having a state tornado drill at 9:45 a.m. Our office will also be doing a virtual Skywarn presentation at 1 p.m. And if you want to see a list of activities and registration information and severe weather topics, go to this website right here. And again, this is on our morning briefing as well. So that's all I have. I'll be happy to take any questions.